Very special guest, star of SNL, late night with Jimmy Fallon, host of The Tonight Show, Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, hey there. You made it. Welcome to the Universal Studio Tour. I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'll be making sure that you get through this experience in one piece. You've got the very best guide.
Ingrid.
And the greatest driver.
Anthony.
They're the best. I love them. Even though
one of them
owes me $5. I know you guys are excited to get on the tour, but first, a few safety rules.
Okay, now that we are moving, please remain seated while the tram is in motion. Keep your arms and legs inside the tram at all times. If you need any personal assistance, if you drop anything of value over the side of the tram, or in case of a medical emergency, or if you notice there's anything wrong with the audio or visual portion on the tour today, pull the red emergency cord running down the center of the tram. We'll get to you just as soon as possible, as soon as it's safe to do so. Please note that the studio is private property, and if at any time you drop your phone or you just can't wait to use the restroom, pull that cord and remain seated. Please remember there is no smoking of any kind on board the tram today. Be prepared for sudden loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and the possibility of getting a little wet. So watch out for your cameras. Take all the pictures you'd like, but for your safety and the safety of those around you, please do not use selfie sticks on the tour today. Okay, Real Film Studio, we've been making movies here for more than 100 years. We've made over 8,000 movies here in that time. See if you recognize this one.
I have the room ready for you, Mrs. Barrington.
Thank you, Walter.
Did you hear that? Mrs. Barrington.
Not quite, darling, but soon. Very, very soon. Bellhop.
Yes?
Have a bottle of champagne sent to the room at once. And make sure that we are not disturbed for any reason.
Recognize that bellhop. That is, of course, Jimmy Fallon. That scene was fairly recently filmed inside of our Soundstage 20, which we'll be passing in just a moment. We're taking you into our studio front lot, and this is where you'll find most of our sound stages. It is inside these large buildings that movie magic and make-believe are made to happen. The first soundstage we'll be passing is coming up just ahead of us. It'll be on our left. And it is a soundstage that is constantly in use. In fact, we use it for the four-time Emmy Award-winning NBC series, The Voice.
Hi everybody, I'm Carson Daly from NBC's The Voice. I want to welcome you to the Universal Front Lot. Our show is filmed on stage 12. It happens to be the largest soundstage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
Sound stages are 98% soundproof. Almost everything that you see in film and on television is done inside of them. We have 28 sound stages located here. They are numbered 1 to 44. As you can see, we don't use all of the numbers, and there's a variety of reasons why not. A big one, superstition. For that reason here you'll find no soundstage with the number 13 or lucky number 7. Knock on wood. But our stages are constantly in use. On the left, there's an entire row of stages, starting with number 20, where we filmed the Jimmy Fallon clip I just showed you. Most of the filming that's going on here right now is television related, so we have a lot of TV shows filming in our sound stages, including the NBC hit series Will and Grace. Now on the left we're also passing stages 16 and 17, which we're using for the NBC comedy Superstore starring America Ferrera. In fact, it takes both of those sound stages to create the interior of that huge store that you see in the show. Superstore also films inside of Soundstage 21, which we'll be passing on our left. In front of it is what we call their base camp. It's where you'll find all of their production vehicles, makeup trailer, wardrobe trailer, dressing rooms for the actors. It's where everybody kind of hangs out when they're not needed on set. Now there's 21, which was also used for our international mega hit Fate of the Furious, starring Vin Diesel and Michelle Rodriguez. So we do movies here, we do music videos, we do commercials and television. Lots and lots of television. Check out some of our classics. Lots of television filming here right now, well not today, but right now, including a new comedy called Champions, that's from producer Mindy Kaling, who produced and starred in The Mindy Project, which filmed here for several years. And on the right, we've been passing stages 43 and 44. We're using that for a new drama called Reverie that stars Dennis Haysbert. Both of those shows, by the way, will be debuting on NBC in March. So where do all the movie and TV ideas come from? Well, from writers, producers, directors, actors, many of whom have offices on the lot, many in the bungalows that we're passing on our left. Most of these bungalows were originally built to be dressing rooms for our stars. You know, during the golden age of Hollywood, the 1930s, 40s, 50s, most stars were under contract to one particular studio, so it made sense for them to have these little homes away from home here on the lot. Universal was home to such stars as Rock Hudson and Doris Day. Big stars back in the 1950s during our golden age. And we've been home to such star directors as the legendary Sir Alfred Hitchcock. We're passing his bungalow on the left. Next to the door is the famous silhouette that Hitchcock himself designed. That bungalow now belongs to the De Laurentiis Company. Most of our filming is done inside of sound stages, and on the left,